important role to play in your warrior and his development as a warrior. Your role is probably bigger than you could ever imagine. You see, the way you women think of your warrior so often determines what he becomes. What you think of your warrior so often determines what he becomes. Listen to how Craig Rochelle puts it. He says, "Show me a courageous man of God." And so often there's a praying, encouraging woman nearby. And I would say the reverse is also probably true. Show me a husband who's grown passive or hesitant, and you'll see a woman who's telling him, "I can't count on you. You're unreliable. You always blow it. You'll never amount to anything." Wives, in so many ways, your husband is becoming the man you believe him to be. From my perspective, here's how it works. If I'm good at something, if I'm good at what I do, then a big reason is my wife, Barb. Barb knows me better than anyone here. And if she, in spite of what she knows about me, believes in me, then I can believe in myself. Then I think, I can do this. I must have what it takes. But if she doesn't believe in me, I must not have what it takes. Ladies, there are some unique differences. We talked about this last week between how God wired women and how God wired men. And one of them is this. You need to know from your man, I believe, women need to know from their man, does he love me today? Does he cherish me today? Does my man value me today? Like yesterday, I was the man, right? I emptied the dishwasher. I encouraged Barb. I did non-sexual touching. There is such a thing. I made sure the kids did their chores. All that I did yesterday. But where women are concerned, once midnight comes, all of that evaporates. Today is a new day. And my woman wants to know, does he love me this day? Does he value me this day? Does he cherish me this day? Woman, is that accurate at all? It's accurate, right? Here's what a guy wants to know. He doesn't want to know if you cherish him. Because he's a warrior. Guys want to know, does she believe in me? Does she respect me? Does she admire the man that I am? And some of you, sadly, are saying, I don't. But you did at some point. Because if you didn't, you never would have married him. So why don't you admire him today? Or maybe it's because you've been speaking the life right out of him. A big part of who a man becomes if he's married is based on who his wife believes him to be. That's just the way we are. Do you believe in me? Do you admire me? Do you respect me? When a wife does, when my wife does, I am better than I am. I attempt things I otherwise wouldn't attempt. I go places I wouldn't go. Why? Because it does something to a warrior heart when his spouse believes in him. So men, be the warriors God called you to be. Women, if you're married, believe in your man. Encourage him. Celebrate his smallest wins. Celebrate his smallest wins. Even if he's not there today, eventually he will become the rock that you dream him to be. And that you believed one time he would be. Deep down, us guys, we're insecure. We fear failure. Nevertheless, the warrior empowered by God to do what God would have him do can do it. Which begs the question, do you believe it, warriors? Do you believe that you can do what God has empowered you to do? Don't listen to the voices telling you you can't. Don't listen to the voices that tell you that you're not smart enough, you're not strong enough, you're not rich enough. You just tell those voices to shut up. Believe what God would have you believe. Don't take your eyes off the Savior because of the storm that you're in. If God calls you, believe it. You have the courage, you have the intelligence, you have the willpower, you have the self-discipline, you have the strength. And when you don't, that's the beauty. And I just love the songs that we used earlier in the service because one of them was a direct quote of this passage. When you don't have the strength, the intelligence, the power. That's when God's power has an opportunity to shine most brightly through. When we are weak, then God has opportunity to be strong through us. There is nothing worse than a hesitant warrior. And sometimes a man will look at the big war, right? And will say, like, I can't do anything about that. I can't win that battle. And Craig Rochelle offers this word of wisdom. He says, don't look at the war. Don't focus on the war. Just focus on the battle in front of you. Focus on that battle this day. One battle at a time. Gentlemen, you have what it takes to win the battle that's right in front of you. You're addicted to something. Pornography, whatever. Push it away today. You've just won a battle. You're caught in a war for the purity of your mind, and you think, how could I win that war? It's not just my actions, it's not just my word, it's my thoughts, man. Focus on the battle in front of you. A beautiful woman walks by you at the grocery store, in the workplace, and you just don't let your eyes linger. You don't let your thoughts wander. You just won a battle. You just won that battle. Young men, young warriors, tonight your girlfriend wants to do what you know you shouldn't do. You say to her, I love you enough. I love Jesus enough to say goodnight. I can't wait to see you tomorrow. You just won a battle. You call yourself a Christian, but your family doesn't resemble anything even remotely Christian Monday through Saturday. Focus on the battle right in front of you. You tell your family tonight at dinner, you say, I'm going to pray. It doesn't have to be long. It doesn't have to be elaborate. You just pray from your heart. And your wife will encourage you for doing that. Hopefully not in front of the kids, but maybe later on. Say, way to go. You know, you could be like, God is great, God is good. Let us thank Him for our food oven. Right? Way to go, honey. That was a good prayer. You just won a battle. You say, honey, we're going to go to a home group this week. And you don't leave it up to her to get the babysitter. You don't leave it up to her to go on the website and find out where the home groups meet. You get the babysitter. You find out where the home group is, and you take your wife to home group this week. You just won another battle. Your teenage daughter is making bad decisions. She's going in a bad direction, and your life experience tells you that. But you haven't stepped in because you want to be her buddy, and you want all her friends to think you're cool. And you love it when she brags about her dad to her friends. You step in. You be the man. And you say to your daughter, sweetheart, I love you too much to let you go this way. You win that battle today. You need to lose 40 pounds. Some of you need to lose 40 pounds for your family. And you say, come on, Daryl, this is hitting below the belt. You're being insensitive. I'm not as young as I used to be. I'm not in shape anymore. I'll never, you're looking at the war. Focus on the battle right in front of you. Find another man who needs to lose 40 pounds. And you become accountability partners. It may be the best thing you do relationally and physically for the rest of your life. And you hold each other up. And when you don't feel like going for a walk, your buddy does. And when he doesn't feel like going for a walk, you do. And you prop each other up, and you hold each other up, and you say to one another, in the next 12 months, we're going to lose 20 pounds. So that when River City Church puts a boat in the Dragon Boat races, you know where I'm going, we're in the boat, and we're going to help them go from 3rd place to number 1. Now you're talking, warriors.